Thank you everyone for coming. I'm glad you could make it today and for being patient while we organized our spellers. We are so proud of all of them, and before we get started, I'm going to introduce them to you. These spellers all completed in Classroom Bs and are the top spellers for their grade level. Starting with my first speller here, my fourth grader, we have Ronan Burns, Evangeline Hine, Trevor Hodgson, Maddie Buhner, Yaneli Rodriguez, Evan Whitaker, Antonius Bertone, Chloe Kieringer. I should have told you what grade they were in. Now we're to 7th grade already. Eddie Cooney, Ryan Krepshaw, Ella McMurtry, and our 8th graders are Grace Kitchen, Jacob Merrill, and Callie Thompson. Thank you. Good morning, and welcome to the Perry Local Schools District Spelling Bee. We would like to mention that we will be streaming live on Facebook through the elementary school and the middle school, and live on Pirate Nation News on YouTube if you have any family that couldn't make it today. Also, we would appreciate it if all cell phones would be silenced. As I said before, our finalists are the top 3 spellers in grades 4 through 8 who participated in December in the grade level competitions. We are already proud of each and every one of them. My name is Mrs. Roberts. I'm a 5th grade teacher, and I will be your host today, along with our pronouncer, Mrs. Amy Stavar, who is an 8th grade teacher at the middle school. Our judges this morning are myself, Mr. Chisholm, the assistant principal at the middle school, and Mrs. Steverding, our elementary representative. Before we go over the rules, we would like to wish everybody the best of luck. And now I'll go over the format. The spelling bee is conducted in rounds. Each speller remaining in the spelling bee at the start of a round spells one word each round. The words come from the Scripps National Spelling Bee list that are generated with words from Spell It. All words on the word list are entries in the Merriam-Webster Unabridged, the official dictionary of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Mrs. Stavar, our announcer, will strive to pronounce words according to the correct markings in the script word lists. However, if she mispronounces a word, she will pause, clarify, and then pronounce the word again. Judges will disqualify a speller who refuses to request to start spelling, who does not approach the microphone when it's time to receive the word, who does not comply with the eligibility requirements, who engages in unsportsmanlike conduct, who in the process of retracing a spelling alters the letters or sequence of letters from those first uttered, or who in the process of spelling utters unintelligible or nonsense sounds. Students, you can ask Mrs. Stavar to repeat a word. You can ask for the part of speech, the definition, and/or to use the word in a sentence. You will also be required to face the judges during the spelling of the word, and that's why the microphone is facing this way. Upon providing an incorrect spelling of a word, the speller immediately will drop out of the competition. However, if you misspell a word, you will return to your seat on stage until the end of the round, and at the end of the round, you'll be dismissed to sit near Mr. Nisley in the front of the auditorium there. At the end of each round, Mrs. Stavar will state, "This ends round 1," or "This ends round 2," and dismiss students to a seat in the front row. And then she will announce the beginning of the next round. If none of the spellers remain in the bee at the start of a round, if none of the spellers remains in the bee at the start of the round, spells a word correctly during that round, they will remain on stage until the new round begins. Parents and spectators, if you would like to make an appeal, we have the spelling bee rules here and some scratch paper. We would have to follow the appeal protocol as specified in Rule 11 of the Scripps Spelling Bee Rule Guide. On the stage, these papers and pencils are available for you. However, while all appeals will be taken into consideration, judges render the final decision on the appeal. Students, do you have any questions before we begin? Yes, sir.
If we misspell a word, are the other people gonna win?
Well, there's going to be one champion speller today, but everybody up here is already a winner because you guys got this far. Okay? All right then. Thank you, Mrs. Stavar.
Good morning. All right, our first speller will be Callie Thompson. The word is channel. Channel. A band of frequencies able to accommodate a single television or radio communication. Channel.
CHANNEL.
Okay. And spellers, if you know you're next in line, you can just start approaching. You don't need to wait for me to call you up. Jacob Merrill, our next speller. Good morning.
Hello.
Comfort. Enjoyment in physical or mental well-being. Comfort.
COMFORT.
Grace Kitchen. Your word is tissue, also pronounced tissue. It is an aggregate of cells together with their intercellular substance that form one of the structural materials out of which the body of a plant or animal is made. Tissue.
TISSUE.
Ella McMurtry. Batteries. Go ahead.
BATTERIES.
Ryan Krepshaw. Pressure. The burden of mental or physical distress. Pressure.
PRESSURE.
Okay. Eddie Cooney. Dainty. Characterized by beauty that is delicate in nature. Dainty.
DAINTY.
Chloe Carringer. Reasonable. Not absurd or ridiculous. Being in agreement with right thinking. Reasonable.
REASONABLE.
Antonius Bertone. Station. A post or position of duty. Station.
STATION.
Evan Whitaker. Nervous. Originating in or affected by the nerves. Nervous.
Nervous.
Maddie Buhner. No, I'm sorry, Yaneli. My apologies, Yaneli. Yaneli Rodriguez. Closet. A recess or cabinet used to hold china, clothing, or other utensils. Closet.
Closet.
Maddie. Discussion. A consideration of a question, typically occurring in an informal debate. Discussion.
Disgustion.
Trevor Hodgson. Microwave. To cook or heat food in an oven that prepares the food with short electromagnetic waves. Microwave.
Microwave.
Okay. Evangeline Hein. Remarkable. Worthy of being noticed. Remarkable.
Remarkable.
And Ronan. Settle. Seat. To cause to sit. Settle.
SETTLE.
All right. And do I announce that that's the end? That ends round one. If you, at the end of each round, if you, you're just going to go down and sit by Mr. Nisley there. Should we do a clap of round of applause for everyone? Nice job. Nice job to all spellers. Okay, and at this point, now that we've introduced everyone again, we'll just go in order down the row. So when the person before you is done and has a seat, just come on up to spell. And this begins round two. 102. The word is dispute. To wrangle, to argue with persistence. Dispute.
DISPUTE.
Our next word is barrier, an object or objects that serve to separate or keep items apart. Barrier.
BARRIER.
Avoid, to stay clear of, to keep away from. Avoid.
AVOID.
Distance, the amount of separation between 2 points. Distance.
DISTANCE.
Fiercest, characterized by the most furious, unrestrained vehemence or zeal. Fiercest.
F I E R C E S T.
Scattering. Spreading widely and randomly by throwing about. Scattering.
SCATTERING.
Messenger. Someone who delivers a written or oral communication. A courier. Messenger.
MESSENGER.
Generation. Development or rise. Generation.
GENARIO NATION.
Brambles. Prickly and rough vines or shrubs. Brambles.
BRAMBLES.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Shingle. Coarse and rounded detritus found on the seashore, and which is different from the regular gravel due to its large size. Doesn't sound right. Also on the roof of a house. Shingle.
SHINGLE.
Legend. Someone having a special status as a result of possessing extraordinary qualities that are typically partly real and partly mythical. Legend.
LEGEND.
This word has a homonym. Solar, solar.
SOLOR.
Okay, I'm ready.
Differed.
What?
Differed. Varied, changed from time to time.
Different?
Differed.
Oh. DIFFERED.
And that brings us to the end of round 2. All right, our first person for round 3, come on up. This word could be confused with a similar word. Colonists. Someone who settles in a new country. Colonists.
COLONISTS.
Assembly. A meeting scheduled for an entire student body and faculty of a school held for recreational, administrative, or educational reasons. Assembly.
ASSEMBLY.
Disinfectant. A chemical used to destroy vegetative forms of damaging microorganisms. Disinfectant.
DISINFECTANT.
Drastic. Notably vigorous or severe. Drastic.
DRASTIC.
This word has a homonym. Rookie. A member who is new to an athletic team. Rookie.
ROOKIE.
Exploits. Alternative pronunciation, exploits. Take undue advantage of. Exploits or exploits.
EXPLOITS.
Profound or profound. Hard to understand or comprehend. Profound, profound.
Can you repeat the word?
Profound, profound. Two pronunciations.
PROFOUND.
Trombone, trombone. A brass instrument that consists of a long cylindrical metal tube that ends in a bell and has a movable slide which makes musical sounds. Trombone, trombone.
TROMBONE.
Deters or deters. Turn aside or discourage from acting. Deters or deters.
DETERS.
This word has a homonym. Audience. Audience, audience.
AUDENCE.
This word has a homonym. Staggered. Swayed or tottered when standing or walking. Staggered.
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 And that brings round 3 to an end. Nice job, ladies and gentlemen. Round 4. Organist, someone who plays any of several large musical instruments which produce sustained tones by means of a keyboard. Organist.
ORGANIST.
Luggage. Suitcases, bags used for travel, or other articles used to carry a traveler's belongings.
LUGGAGE.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Furrow. To cultivate or till as if with a plow. Furrow.
FURROW.
Memorial. Commemorative. Memorial.
MEMORIAL.
Amplify. To expand, extend, or enlarge a statement or idea by adding details or illustration. Amplify.
AMPLIFY.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Refrain. A phrase or verse that recurs regularly, typically within a poem or song. Refrain.
REFRAIN.
Bless you. Mulish. Stubborn, inflexible, or uncompromising. Mulish.
MULISH.
Obstacles. Things that hinder progress or stand in the way. Obstacles.
OBSTACLES.
Deportment. Deportment. Behavior or conduct. Deportment. Deportment.
DEPORTMENT.
Agricultural. Relating to or used in the science or art of working the soil, harvesting crops, and raising livestock. Agricultural.
Try to spell it.
Oh. AGRICULTRAL. Is that right?
And that brings round 4 to an end. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. If all of our spellers would stand and just scoot down to the end of the chairs, it'll give you a shorter trip to the microphone. All right, and we are ready to begin round 5. Disturbance. An interruption of quiet or peace. Disturbance.
DISTURBANCE.
Hazmat. A substance that is shipped and which would be dangerous to life or the environment if released without proper precaution. Hazmat.
HASMAT.
Perfume. A fluid containing essences of flowers or synthetics which is used for its scent. Perfume.
PURFUME. Oh my god.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Chimney. A vertical structure incorporated into a building that carries off smoke, fumes, or gases. Chimney.
CHIMNEY.
This word has a near homonym. Domain, domain. A large subdivision of the internet denoted by an abbreviation consisting of computers or sites with a common purpose or common location. Domain or domain.
DOMAIN.
Carpenter. A person whose career is to build or repair with wood. Carpenter.
CARPENTER.
Parcel. A package. Parcel.
PARCEL.
Sheetrock. Used to describe a plasterboard formed of gypsum between two surfaces of hard paper. Sheetrock.
SHEETROCK.
Equator, equator. The circle of the celestial sphere whose plane runs perpendicular to the axis of the earth. Equator, equator.
EQUATOR.
Okay, and that ends round 5. Okay, beginning round 6. The word is throttle. To choke, to stop the breathing of by any means. Throttle.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Throttle.
THROTTLE.
Capable. Marked by general efficiency and by adequate resourcefulness, skill, and reliability. Capable.
CAPABLE.
Vacancy. An empty office or post. Vacancy.
VACANCY.
S-A-N-C-Y.
Beatboxing. A musical style comprised of solo vocal imitation of percussion. Beatboxing.
Beatboxing.
Gingerbread. A cake made with molasses and ginger, which is then cut into fancy shapes and frosted. Gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
This word has a near homonym. Confection. A delicacy. Confection.
C-O-N-F-E-C-T-I-O-N.
Spleen. An abdominal organ that plays a role in the maintenance of blood volume, the production of blood cells, the recovery of material from worn out blood cells, and the production of antibodies. Spleen.
S-P-L-E-E-N.
And that brings us to the end of round 6. Certain. Given to or marked by complete conviction and assurance. Certain.
C-E-R-T-A-I-N.
Museum. A building or institution which is devoted to the gathering, care, study, and display of objects of lasting interest and value. Museum.
M-U-S-E-U-M.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Vinyl. Any of a group of tough, durable plastics based on resins that are used especially in the forming of films and sheeting, flooring, and sound records. Vinyl.
V-I-N-Y-L.
Sanitized. Made hygienic through sterilization or cleaning. Sanitized.
Sanitized.
Shepherd. A man employed in tending, feeding, and guarding sheep. Shepherd.
S-H-E-P-H-E-R-D.
Campaign. A period of continuous and often competitive activity in any seasonal occupation or industry. Campaign.
C-A-M-P-A-I-G-N.
This word has a homonym. Braid. Made a loud, harsh cry, used of a donkey. Braid.
B-R-A-Y-E-D.
And that takes us to the end of round 7. This speller could be, let me try that again, sorry. This word could be confused with a similar word. Teak. The hard, strong, durable, yellowish-brown wood of a tall East Indian timber tree, which is highly resistant to insect attack and warping and is used for shipbuilding. Teak.
Teak.
Cannonade. A noisy, persistent attack, as of questions. Cannonade.
CANNONADE.
Multiplication. A mathematical operation in which the first number is repeated as many times as there are units in the second number. Multiplication.
MULTIPLICATION.
Cahoots. Secret agreement or collusion. Cahoots.
KAHOOTS.
Louisiana. A state in the southern United States.
LOUISIANA.
This word has a homonym. Tarry. To dawdle or procrastinate. Tarry.
TERI.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Archives. Repositories for documents of historical value. Archives.
ARCHIVES.
And that brings round 7 to an end. Thank you. Sorry, that was round 8. Beginning round 9. Opportunity. Opportunity. A combination of time, place, and circumstances that is favorable or suitable for a specific action or activity. Opportunity.
OPPORTUNITY.
Salamanders. Various small amphibians that resemble lizards but do not have scales, are covered with a soft, moist skin, live in moist, dark places, pose no harm to humans, and feed on small animals such as aquatic worms and insects. Salamanders.
SALAMANDERS.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Amino. Amino. Amino or amino. Relating to or containing the group NH2 united to a radical other than an acid radical. Amino.
AMENO.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Exposure, exposure. A condition of being subjected to an influence or to an experience. Exposure, exposure.
EXPOSURE.
Tabasco. Used for a condiment sauce made from capsicum berries. Tabasco.
TABASCO.
And that takes us to the end of round 9. And now we will begin round 10. Periodically, periodically, frequently or recurrently, periodically.
PERIODICALLY.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Withers. The ridge on a horse that falls between the shoulder bones. Withers.
WITHERS.
This word has a homonym. Haughty or haughty, arrogant or disdainfully proud. Haughty.
HOUTY.
Depot. Depot. A bus station. Depot.
DEPOT.
And that takes us to the end of round 10. Round 11. Contaminated. Deemed not fit for use by the introduction of elements that are undesirable or unwholesome. Contaminated.
CONTAMINATED.
Proportionate. Being in balance or symmetry. Proportionate.
PROPORTIONATE.
Apprentice. A person who is in training to learn a trade from a skilled worker. Apprentice.
APPRENTICE.
And that brings that round to an end. All right, round 12. Accelerates, accelerates. Speeds up the normal development or progress of something. Accelerates.
ACCELERATES.
Pamphlet. An unbound publication with a small number of pages. Pamphlet.
PAMPHLET.
Absorptive. Absorptive. Characterized by tending to or causing assimilation. Absorptive.
ABSORPTIVE.
Okay. Abundance, a large supply. Abundance.
ABUNDANCE.
Helium, a very light, colorless, inert gas used for diluting oxygen, inflating balloons, and in many chemical and metallurgical processes. Helium.
HELIUM.
Prestigious or prestigious, having a greatly respected name or reputation, esteemed or honored. Prestigious or prestigious.
PRESTIGIOUS.
Okay. Heritage, a legacy. Heritage.
HERITAGE.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Marinate. To set meat, fish, or vegetables in a liquid infused with vinegar or oil, spices, and herbs. Marinate.
Can you repeat the word, please?
Marinate.
MARINATE.
Therapeutic. Relating to the treatment of disease or disorders by medicinal or curing agents or methods. Curative. Therapeutic.
THERAPEUTIC.
Senile. Displaying a loss of mental abilities associated with old age. Senile. Senile.
SENILE.
Aspersions. Aspersions, aspersions. Slanderous expressions. Aspersions or aspersions.
ASPERSIONS.
This word has a near homonym. Solace, to console. Solace or solace.
SOLACE.
Hymnal. A collection of church songs that have been adapted for singing during religious services. Hymnal.
HYMNAL.
Derogatory or derogatory. Expression of disdain. Derogatory or derogatory.
DEROGATORY.
Nefarious. Detestable or wicked. Nefarious.
NEFARIOUS.
Bayonet. Bayonet. A steel blade made to be attached to the muzzle end of a type of firearm that is fired while braced against the shoulder. Bayonet.
BAYONET.
Accordance or accordance. Agreement such as of opinion, action, or will. Accordance.
ACCORDANCE.
Stirrups. Rings or bent pieces of metal, wood, or leather made to hold and support the foot of a rider on horseback. Stirrups or stirrups.
STIRRUPS.
This word has a homonym. Levees, levees. Raised earth or gravel structures that are designed to prevent flooding. Levees.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
The levees nearly broke as the floodwaters raised higher than any time in recorded history.
LEV. IES.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Carborane. Any of a class of compounds that are thermally stable and that are used in the synthesis of lubricants and polymers. Carborane.
Can you repeat that, please?
Carborane.
Can you use in a sentence?
Carborane was first produced by chemists in the 1950s, but the results weren't published until the 1960s.
Can you repeat it, please?
Carborane.
CARBONEIGN.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Commodore, an officer of the Navy who is typically ranked next or below a rear admiral and above a captain.
COMMODORE.
I'm gonna let you do that. Now, the next step is that you will need to spell a championship word. There's one final round with one person in the round, and if you spell the word correctly, then you are the champion. If you spell the word incorrectly, then all three of our contestants who are on the stage come back into. Okay. This word has a near homonym. Palladium, something that provides protection. Palladium.
PALLADIUM.
And that is correct, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. That was a fierce competition there at the end, ladies. Good job. So Yaneli Rodriguez is our 2020 Spelling Bee Championship, and she is a 5th grader. Congratulations. All of you did a great job. Thank you all for coming. We would
with you, Dr. Rusty Albrecht, Dr. Chandis Richards, and Dr. London Albrecht are committed to improving your smile. At Albrecht Family Dentistry, we can handle all your dental needs, including dental implants, crowns, dentures, partials, relines, extractions, root canals, veneers, tooth whitening, and clear braces. Don't let anything stand between you and the smile that you've always wanted. Call 440-358-0495.
We're going to do a group picture, so stand up. Hey, can one of you spell carborine for me?
Oh my God.
Because I don't even know.
My hands were getting sweaty for you. That was great.
Okay, so shortest in the front, tallest in the back, middle in the middle, 3 lines. You're not the tallest. You are the tallest. Yes, the tallest. Slide over. You guys did fabulous. You got all wonderful. Look fantastic. Parents, big pictures too. You'll get out of your way.
No, I'm here forever. 1, 2, 3. Give me one more big smile. Happy to be here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait. Don't move. You're going to take another picture. All right, give me the final 3. Congratulations, everybody. That was fantastic.
Yaneli, come here.
I got like all
We need a
half of
picture of
mine.
you.
Top 3.
Okay?
Ellie?
Yes, you 3.
Yes, guys. Good job.
You want to get in there with me? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Love it. All right, great job. Just her. Just them. Oh, just her?
Oh, actually, just the 3 of them. Yeah. I don't want a picture of myself.
1, 2, 3. One
All right, the three of you get back together so
Love it.
moms can take pictures.